The Pure Evil Catalog, Entry 6, Tony Soprano. An underachieving intellect born in the late 1950s in Newark, New Jersey, he is the son to Johnny Boy Soprano and Livia Soprano, his mother, who he develops a tumultuous relationship with throughout the series, all throughout his life, and is the spark for his panic attacks. And alongside his two sisters, he grows up around the mob lifestyle, with his father being the boss, and also growing up with more central key figures like his uncle Corrado Jr. Soprano and Dickie Moltisanti, the father of Christopher Moltisanti, a later soldier and nephew to Tony. Being involved in smaller crimes throughout his adolescence, it would soon blossom into him becoming the boss, leading the likes of Paulie Walnuts, Silvio Dante, Christopher Moltisanti, and many others. On the surface, he seems like a typical gangster who runs an illegal racket, enforces power through violence. Not to mention he's also taken the lives of many individuals, including former members of his family. He still manages to run a tight-knit crime family, but he's a deeply broken and vulnerable man who suffers from panic attacks and psychological torture. So he seeks the help of Dr. Jennifer Melfi to get therapy, while also juggling his relationships with his wife Carmela, who he has a deeply complex, unloyal yet toxically loving relationship, while at the same time carrying many extramarital affairs with women who have become central to his development psychologically. Then there's his son AJ, who he loves but harbors disappointment, and while trying to teach him the ways of life, continues to worry about him. And his daughter Meadow, whose ideals differ from Tony most of the time, but she juggles rejecting and rationalizing everything that he stands by, but he's always a supportive father. Over the seasons of the show, Tony becomes more ruthless and cynical. He struggles with guilt, loyalty, and the changing of the organized crime world around him. But each chance he gets for self-improvement, it always slips away. His relationships deteriorate as he alienates his wife Carmela, distances himself from his children, and turns on close friends and proteges. By the end of the series, Tony is emotionally hollow, isolated, and increasingly paranoid. The arc shows a man who had opportunities for self-awareness and redemption, but instead sinks deeper into violence, selfishness, and moral decay. The crimes Tony has committed are, but are not limited to,
organized crime, mass murder, torture, bribery, extortion, conspiracy, drug trafficking, smuggling, racketeering, domestic violence, illegal gambling, adultery, tax evasion, vandalism, arson, theft, sexual harassment, corruption, fraud, sexual assault, human trafficking, money laundering, assault and battery, destruction of property, unlawful possession of weapon, disturbing the peace, stalking, mutilation, child abuse, and pollution.
ranking Tony Soprano on a tier list of S being the absolute most evil of all evils, and D being, well, the lowest on the evil totem pole, I'd have to put Tony in the S tier.